chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, laugh. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whips all move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. That traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad. Want that speed, fast, jealous, wide. Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend, or get trapped again.
All right, guys, that's right. We got to trade with the trend. If not, we're going to get trapped again. We don't want to get trapped. Not again. Here we go, guys. Let's get started in 3, 2, and a 1. Bingo, bango. Bingo and a bango. Joe, you have your border on. I sure do. Sure do. I was on the other computer, and I said, let me get some of this stuff over. So that's what I did. So here we go. Hopefully everything's aligned. If not, then that's fine. We will adjust it. I never think about doing this until it's actually time. It's like, oh, let me see if I can do some stuff. So I love it. I love it. I see Melissa says, I love your thumbnails. Awesome. Very nice. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that greatly. We got Duality C in the house. What's up, guys? What is going on? Let's see here. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I'm trying to keep up. I needed a mindset. Yeah. I tell you what, we all do. We need a mindset reset. And this is why it's really good. Go outside. Go outside. You know, if you can, walk around the yard, plant some stuff, get your hands dirty. If you have a rocking chair, ooh, even better. You can sit outside with some lemonade, some tea or coffee, whatever, and watch the cars go by or the birds chirp. Just kind of get away from crypto, get away from the charts. For me, I'm always in these charts, And there's times where it's like, you know what? I got to watch a movie, do something. So I'll go and I'll watch a movie. and I watch like 15, 20 minutes of it and then back to the charts. I say, nope, got it. And or sometimes I just have the movie playing on the other screen, and I'm charting and updating the group and everything. And I look over, it's like, okay, cool. But there's times where it's like, you know what? Let me just go outside. Go outside, walk around the property, you know, just do something away from the computer. But yeah, I agree. It's finally cooling down. Yeah, man, yesterday, ooh, it was raining all day long. It'd be heavy rain, light rain, then really light drizzle. Nice and cool though. And then same thing today. We're already September. We are September. So yeah, I was spiraling. Yeah, you never want. Yeah, when it comes to that, just the charts are always going to be there. Trades are always going to be there. It's best just to get your sanity. You know, watch a movie. You know, scary movie, funny movie, drama. So do something, or just jam out. Listen to music. You know, be outside on the porch, listen to music. I don't know if you crochet or. Crocheting takes a lot of patience. I don't know if I could ever do that. I have patience, but I don't know. Speaking of patience, Joe, hurry up. I was surprised we didn't get any rain. Yeah, today it's kind of dark outside. I was outside for quite a bit, and just kind of dark, and kind of feels cool. Feels real cool. I'll tell you what's not cool. The market. The market is not cool at all because it kind of gives and then it takes away, and then it gives and it takes away. But we can make money both ways, up or down. And right now, you know, the trend is down. We're going to go over that in just a second. We have crypto bubbles on the hourly. OKB, barely up. Form, barely up. IP, barely up. Nothing too crazy. Crow coming down. Let's go to the daily. Crow is still up 11.6%. IP, 34.4%. M, 16%, CFX 13%. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are in double digits. Pretty nice. Should we run after IP? No. How about shorting it? Well, the FOMO may still be there. So we have to be very careful with the FOMO. And we're actually going to talk about Crow in reference to the FOMO. Now, I've been putting out some videos. I don't know if I've shared them with YouTube. I know I've been doing it for my VIP group. I don't know if I'm sharing it with YouTube or not. I can probably check, but I'm doing some shorts. So make sure to check out the shorts because those have some of the clips from the VIP group. Well, we'll check out Crow for sure. If y'all have any coins you want me to do, let me know. Let me know. All right. Let's get started. Let's look at the liquidations, man. Today's been a good day, man. Just today, I actually slept in. I woke up at 7, checked the charts, checked the group. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a little nap. I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna get some more sleep because I've been waking up at 7. You know, ever since I've been over here to this new place, like literally 7, 6:30, 6 o'clock. I said, let me sleep in a little bit. So I slept, man, until 9 o'clock. It's like, oh my gosh, where's the day gone? Let's get started. Let's see here. Let's go to reverse the page. This is on the 24-hour time frame. Really close to this liquidation. Really close. We got 43 million, 36 million, 24 million, and then we have a nice little hotspot right here, about 19 million. Really close to us, 108946, and then the rest of it's about 1094. Now we do have some pretty good liquidations down here, 47 million. 41 million, then a whole bunch up here, 31 million, 25 million, 24, and all this, like it really concentrated right around the 107,220. We're really close to the top. So could we come up here before potentially coming down? Possible. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. 12-hour right in the middle. Man, I don't like it when we're right in the middle because now it's more so, holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh, man, and I didn't do it either. Retro Mic Tech, I have your... I got a lot of images from my other computer, and I put it on this computer, but I didn't think you were going to show up today, so I didn't put your logo. It's pretty much just, you know, that you're the pretty much #1 supporter financially when it comes to gifted membership. So thank you, my friend. And I thought this thing was gonna show it on here. I got to check on Streamlabs, but it should have put it up there, and it's supposed to make a noise, but I have to check it. But let's see here. Retro Mike Tech just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. The memberships, they really are going to make you money, guys. Not financial advice. It will make you money. If you cannot afford my VIP group to have access to me like almost 24/7, then try doing the YouTube membership, because that's going to give you access to some of these special videos that I'm only making for the VIP group. And then I'll share them with us. The higher tier you go, the more you get, of course, but with the YouTube members. And if not, well, then just come in here, ask me questions. Like I can't tell you that. That's in the VIP. Learn more in the VIP. No, you learn faster, but no. Ask me questions here. But we have a Melissa getting a membership. Very nice. Thank you, Retro Mike Tech. You're the man, dude. You're so helpful. I appreciate you greatly. Not only that, but you get to do the cool emojis. Now you can do the bingo bangos and others. We got Duality C. Thank you for becoming a membership now due to Retro Mike. Dylan also. Dave Digital. Very nice. And let's see here. Beyond the Illusion 333. There you go. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the absolute best. One thing that I really don't like, that this is right in the center. It's a 50-50 shot. Up, down. Now, granted, I kind of mentioned this in the beginning, but we're in this trend. We're in this trend, downtrend. So we have a potentially higher odds. Again, we deal with probability that we may come to the downside. And if we do, well, we're going to need to break this level right here. The only way we can reach this, only way, is if we break this level. That's the only way. Thank you, Retro Mike. You're the best, dude. You're the absolute best. The only way we can come up here is if we break this level. And we're right up here. So let's go ahead and look at the chart. Here's the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. This is so we can enter shorts. We are in shorts. I think we're in. We entered a short. I believe it was last night. This morning. No, this morning. So last night I was talking about a short. And I made a video on it. I said, if it does this and this and this is what we're looking for. And then a few hours went by, and then I updated it. And then this morning, it's like, okay, now it's ready, in my opinion. So, of course, it broke the level, and it went up again, but now it's coming back down to the same level. So hopefully it breaks it, and then breaks this, and then we'll see. But in reference to yesterday, let me take this off. We don't need this anymore. I like my charts clean. And we can take this level off too. This was just the level I was looking at. But this is an important level. Man, I can't believe how far down we've come. So this is the level that we were looking at right here. Of course, there's our trend line. Here's another level that's very important. And it broke through it, and then it stopped right here, right on it. Came down. Now, as it's coming down, we're looking for support here, but of course that did not happen. I was hoping at least something in here, which would be about 50% of this move, and it just completely came down. But now look at these candles. So what I do whenever I'm trading, I'm looking at the way I trade. Momentum, the strength of the move, which is pretty much the same thing, the candle body sizes, and also the candle wicks. Do I have more wicks towards the bottom? Are you talking about SFPs, Joe? No, I'm talking about buying pressure. Or are there more wicks on the top? You know, how big are the candle bodies? If they start reducing in size, or they increasing in size? Are there more volume? Is there more volume? Volume equals people buying and selling. Look at these candles compared to this. Trash right now. Absolute trash. Garbage. Look at these. Look at the size of these candles. Boom. Nice. Beautiful candles. And then here we have buying pressure. Okay, looks like it's trying to come up. Then buying pressure. Look at the size of the candle body. And then I'm at so buying pressure, selling pressure. And then here, these are green, which is good. And then now it's just kind of they're running out of steam. Literally running out of steam. Now, could this be a fake out? Sure. I mean, anything can happen. It can come down. But Joe, you're not looking at the indicators. There's bullish divergence. Really? Where? Is there? I don't even know. Low, lower low. I mean, higher low. Oh, there's bullish divergence. Low, lower low. Bullish divergence is playing out. Joe, you didn't even know there was bullish divergence? No. I don't look at this stuff. I just know that what goes down will come up. That's all I know. And it's just a matter of fact when it comes up. And the other day, Dave Digital, I think, man, dude's cracked me up. It's like, Joe, that's so profound. What goes down will come up. What goes up will come down. Unless it's a rug pull, for the down part. And I mean, it's true. And we don't know how far, like, let's just say, how many times? I want to show up hands. I want to show up hands, especially you in the back. I can't see, but you're way in the back. I want to know, with a number 7, and if you're watching this on the replay, put a number 7. I want to know how many times, or rather, if it's happened to you, put a number 7 in the chat, where the price is coming down, and we have really nice, so we have our low, and then we have a higher low. So we have divergence. Okay? So that's what pretty much this is showing. We have divergence. However, the price continues to come down and down and down. So now this, which is this right here, the histogram, now it kind of comes up and then it kind of comes like this a little bit. It'll keep on going down until it stops, and then now it starts going up. And now, look, I told you there was bullish divergence. Yeah, but we identified it way over here, and it continued coming down. How many, have y'all noticed that? If you haven't, you're not looking hard enough. Just letting you know. Because this happens. There's bullish divergence, and it still goes down. Still goes down. So that's why, when it comes to divergence, I don't care. Other people might see the divergence, but it can still go down. It'll go down until it's done. This is why the logic behind my statements are factual. Duality C says it's happened to him. And it's happened to all of us. Where we see the divergence as like, oh man, I got a perfect spot. This is going to be amazing. Let me enter the trade. You enter the trade and it continues to go down. It's like, what the heck? There's bullish divergence. And it goes down even further, stopping you out, going down a little bit more, and then it moves. And now you're like, man. Well, now the divergence is playing. Let me go ahead and enter. And then so here's the thing also with divergence. It can move 22%. Man, I knew it. The divergence played out. Divergence is king. But the next time it might be a 2% divergence until it rolls over. This is why I trade level by level, or you can call them pivots. This is why I trade that. Very important. Yeah, we got everybody putting 7s in the chat. Yep. Melissa's pulling 7s. Random traders pulling 7s. Duality C's doing 7s. Everybody's doing 7s. Because this has happened to us. Like, if it hasn't happened to you, it will. I guarantee it. Like, you will. Oh, there's bullish divergence. Awesome. Or you got a golden cross. Oh, amazing. It's going to continue going up. Or it broke whatever level, or it's bouncing off of such and such level. It's gonna come. No, it can do whatever it wants. What I found to be, let me move this. Let me put it where it was at. What I found was the general, and again, I don't know, like there's sometimes where I do these and they play out really well. Other times I'm way off. For example, here, when I made a video, I believe this was on YouTube or for my group. I make so many videos, I don't remember where. I'm thinking it's going to come up about 50%, give or take, about here to here. And nope, just nothing, boringness. And then here, I believe this was this morning. I don't remember. Maybe it was last night. I don't know. I'm thinking, okay, fine. We didn't do this. That's why I love leaving these here, so I can kind of see what happened, what played out, what didn't play out. Thinking here, I don't think we're going to come down. We could have. I'm thinking we're going to come up and roll over. It's looking, until we start breaking a high, I'm bearish. And especially since we're underneath our tipples, our trading tuition power lines, I'm bearish. Once we re-enter the tipple zone, then okay, let me change it to bullish. Until then, I'm bearish. I will remain bearish until we start breaking our highs, and then like our pivots. This is all trend. So what I trade, market structure. That's what I do. And Darren does things. What's up, buddy? It's divs into key levels though, Joe, or divs with other confluences. I disagree. I disagree completely. Because with divergence, now if you have levels like this, oops, Alt J. If you have levels like this, look, the divergence played out to our point of control on the weekly. Or look, our divergence played out to the value area high, or value, or daily high, or weekly, monthly. If you have levels like this, of course, it's going to play out. Why? Well, because you have so many levels. But if you don't have all these levels to where you're gonna be right, divergence, I guarantee it. I'm open to this challenge. Divergence, it will go until it's done. Price will move up until it's done. Price will move down until it's done, until it finds support or resistance. And there have been no theories or strategies that will tell me, oh, if there is bullish divergence, it's going to move 4%. But if it's on a daily, it's going to move 14%. Because again, you have to deal with so many different variables. It's people trading. The people trading, the current market, are we bullish? Are we bearish? Is there a CPI data, PPI data? Is there, all this different economical information that could be altering this to where it doesn't play out? So, give me a zone. Dutchy says, let's see here. It's never does alone. Yeah. No, like for the divergence, once again, to me, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Now, I would love, like, if Darren does things, if he has a system, because I'm always trying to learn. And if I could, because divergence was supposed to be my golden goose. Oh, man. My golden goose, it was supposed to be. But Darren, if you have a system, please make a video about it, or please come onto the show and we can kind of discuss it. But the system needs to be, if this happens and this is the same or whatever, then we're looking for this outcome. Now, granted, I know it's not going to be exact 13%. I know it's not going to do that. But one thing that I don't want is, well, if this happens and this happens, then we're looking for this. But if this and this happen, well, then we're looking for this. But if this and this happen, well, then we're looking for this. And then if this, it's like, okay, you're going to be right. Does that make sense? If I have a set of rules, then okay, great. But if I have a set of rules that include a bunch of different variables that include more rules, and you're gonna be right. It's a salesperson that is just telling you what you want to hear, and you retain the very last bit that makes sense to you, that makes you a winner. Hopefully all that makes sense. But yeah, no, as far as, in my opinion, you can never use anything alone. So Darren does things, hits it right on the head. You cannot use one thing by itself. Just like with me, with my level by level, I don't just use that. I use, of course, the fib tool. I use the moving averages. I use the fixed range volume profile. I love the VWAPs, the anchored VWAPs. So all that stuff I use in conjunction with my levels. However, or rather, in addition to that, divergence, because I mean, it just makes sense. If you get a ball and it's filled with air, you drop it, it's gonna bounce. It's a cause and effect. What goes down will come up unless it's a rug pull. What goes up will come down unless, well, there's no unless on that. What goes up will come down. It's just a matter of how far down will it go. I don't know. And in my opinion, there are no indicators or logic to tell us, well, it's only gonna go down here. Now, granted, the fib retracement tool is an excellent tool, and I love using it because it tells you it tells you a higher probability of the levels that the price might retrace to or bounce from. And that's why I'm always using it. But yeah, when it comes to divergence, it doesn't matter. I've back tested that thousands and thousands and thousands of hours worth of back testing towards the beginning, because again, that was gonna be my golden goose. Doesn't matter. I even went to measuring. You can use the ruler. It's right here, or you can just hold down Shift. You hold down Shift and you click. Like I did the measuring thing and everything. Like I had a lot of notes. I had a lot of notes in reference. Now the only thing I did not take into account when I did all this back testing, I did not take into account the market cap. But one thing that I did was, this divergence is, after it played out, or the divergence, the time, the length, I measured so many things, and never could get a conclusion on anything as far as, it be my golden goose. Hopefully it makes sense. Let's see here. Dutchie says, easy joke. If it wasn't for divergence, I wouldn't be here. Oh my gosh. Why? You knew you were going to get me too. See here. Darren says, too long to explain over YouTube. Divergence works into key levels. You can always trade them. Yeah, make a video, man. Make a video. And even if you want, DDT, say, Trade Intuition, this video goes out to you in reference to divergence. Let me show you. Boom. 15-minute video or whatever it's going to be. And then let's go. I push everybody to that video. Like everybody. Because for me, divergence, nah. I don't. When there's bullish divergence, let's put it this way. If there's bearish divergence and we're in a pretty good market, I enter the trade. And I tell my group too, all right, guys, there's bearish divergence on the 4 hour, bearish on the 1 hour. I'm entering the trade right now, because what normally happens, because it already broke my level, it's going to go up, or rather we have a much higher likelihood that it continues to go up, and it does for like 99% of the time before it retraces. And then now the bearish divergence is playing out. And then now we get a support bounce and we come up, and I'm already in the trade. Group's already in the trade. But for everybody who trades divergence, now they're just getting to the trade, which is fueling our trade, which is great. All right, Dutchie. Let's see here. But DDT, like I'm asking you, brother, do a video on it. Maybe it might be an 8-minute video or 15-minute video. I would love to see it. And every time I talk about divergence, how I don't trade it, I will push them to your video so that they can. Because again, my way is not the only way, and I know that. I know that 100%. But if I could help somebody trade divergence and you're successful at it, I'm gonna point them to your direction. It's like, hey, I don't do divergence. Here's my reason why. But here's a great guy who knows what he's doing. Here's a video that explains it very clearly without a whole bunch of rules, with more rules, with more rules, with more rules, so that you're gonna be right. So yeah, definitely make that video. Let me know. I'll every time I talk about divergence, and I do talk about divergence a lot because I don't trade it. No need to, in my opinion. Now, when you have the realization that if price comes down, it's gonna come up. Price goes up, it's gonna come down. And again, with the exception of rug pulls. All right, moving on. DDT says, agree to disagree. They work for me because I know when to trade them. I want videos, brother. Give me videos. Like, I explain why I don't. I would love to see your explanation why you use them and how you use them. That's the most important thing. Like, how you use them so we can all make money. But for divergence, man, I can do like 30 minutes just talking about divergence, why I don't use them. But I'm gonna kind of stop because it feels like I will go. It's best how do I say this? If you are willing to be receptive, the information that I provide in reference to divergence will kind of make sense. But if you are very successful with divergence and, you know, it's working for you, you're not going to want to listen. And if it's working for you, make a video, please. I want to see it. And that way, hopefully it can change my mind from the way I think. And of course, don't make the video that says, Joe, look, I'm right. No, it's just like, this is what it is. And hopefully you can receive it, which that would be me. Like, I never thought of it like that. Using divergence like that or having those rules. Okay, let me try it. And then who knows? I might start winning more trades. There you go. That's a challenge. If you want to accept it, please do it. Because, like I said, I don't do divergence. All right, moving on. Moving on. Do I see says smash the like. Yes, guys, definitely smash the like. Subscribe to the channel. Of course, I give out all this information for free. If you want to join my group, that's access to me. But I show you everything here. I show you the ways I trade, how I trade. Now we're going to go over Crow and any coins that you want. Any coins. Let's see here. Darren Dusting says, respectfully, I don't have for video explanations. I just know. DDT, please don't make me call you out. DDT. That's not the answer I want, brother. Oh, DDT. Why'd you do that? It's like saying, so right there, that comment DDT is saying, now, of course, this I am exaggerating, just so I can make my point. Nothing against you or anything like that. But let's just say, I know how to trade, and I'm very knowledgeable in trading. And you come to me and say, hey, man, like, I would like to know how to trade. And it's like, all right, cool. I just win. Like, here are all my results. I just win. Awesome, man. Like, how do you win? Well, I just enter trades. Like, I see the setups and I get in. Awesome. What do you see? Well, I mean, there's times where I'll see this or this or this or this or this. And then, you know, to me, it's a higher probability of entering the trade. So I just enter it. Okay. But like explain what you're thinking. Like, well, I just do. And I win. That doesn't help anybody. DDT. Man. I'm gonna stop saying, because I will say something that not so much that I'll regret, but it's let me just reread it. Maybe I read it wrong. Respectfully, I don't have, I'm thinking, time for a video explanation. I just know where they work when I trade them. I will when I have time. Thank you. Thank you. Please. Same thing with the money flow. I've been asking for that one too. Money flow. Because again, there are traders who, and I don't know money flow. To me, it just makes sense. If I see this, money flow is coming down. Like, I can see it. But if there is like something that you know, which I obviously don't, like, I would like to understand money flow too. Joe, you're pushing it. I already told you I'll do a dumb video so you can understand how to do divergence. Okay, fine. But yeah. See, but I have too much on the go at the moment. I will get it eventually, but if it's not on the top of my to-do list. Well, DDT, if you asked me to do something, I do it. It'd be on the top of my list. On top of my list. Because you might forget. Don't forget about me. All right, moving on. Let's see here. K Diggity says, have you used or seen Darren's divergence indicator that he coded? No, I haven't. Oh, wait a minute. Have I? I think Jesse he gave us a bunch of indicators last time. K Diggity, can you put that in my Discord? Are you in my Discord? I have a Discord. I'm trying to get more active in there. And I know all you crazy guys are in Discord. But I actually have Telegram. I love Telegram. Telegram is the best. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yeah. But if you can share that in there. Let's see here. Sin says, I used to try to trade divergence until I came to the same conclusion as Joe. Come back to it now and then to try something different, but nothing. Yeah. Sin. Yep. I agree. Those are different, Joe. Oh, awesome. I'll figure out a way to get you access. Shouldn't be too hard, brother. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, let's go. Any coins, guys? Any coins? Right now, what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin? Bitcoin, it just looks boring. It looks so incredibly boring. There's low volume, of course, this weekend. You know, just very low. This is, I don't think I've seen this less of volume or movement in a long time, including weekends. It's just meh. So, I mean, it could just roll. It could just continue doing this, you know, maybe come up a little bit, but just roll over. So I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Now let's look at Crow. Now we talked about Crow, and for Crow, let's get rid of all this junk. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. So let's look at all this junk. So when the price was here, now what we're going to do is we're going to analyze this stuff. Dasty says, hey Joe, I hope you are well. Dasty, appreciate you, man, for coming back. Let's see. Have you been looking at the golden pocket that we spoke about? I actually have it on my thing now, but no. I think I have it. Oh, no, I don't have it on this one. I thought I had it. What was it, 0.65? Let me see here. 0.65. I think it was 6.5. We'll put okay. There it is. But no, for me, the golden pocket is 0.5618. Let's go back to this. By the way, divergence are one of the best and easiest tools how to predict reversals, especially on higher time frames. Okay, so I'll mention this part again, since I think you may have missed the intro for that. And then if DDT is still here, when it comes to divergence, let's say we are on the daily time frame. Let's just go daily. Okay, daily time frame. We have price doing this. We have the indicator doing, what are we doing? This. So now we have divergence. We have a bullish divergence. We have this to this, you know, low, higher low. However, here we have a low and a lower low. So this is bullish divergence on the daily time frame. And we're thinking, oh, awesome. Let's go ahead and enter this trade right here because we have bullish divergence. However, price, oops, this is price. However, price comes down and then starts going sideways and then comes down some more. But we still have the bullish divergence and then comes down some more. And then now starts going up. And the whole time this is doing something like this, you know, kind of tracking it a little bit. And then now it starts coming up. Now, for all the people who do divergence, they'll say, oh, look, the divergence I told you guys is playing out. And look, we're up 80%. Yeah, but when we were here, the divergence, you know, because this is the same spot. Let's just say we're in the same spot. We saw the divergence here. Here's our divergence. Well, it would actually be here. Okay, so the price action's here. So let's go ahead and erase all this. So price action's here, and it does this number. It doesn't go up. And then finally, it decides to go up. Well, now, for all the divergence traders out there, they're like, oh, I told you, divergence, it went up. But it could have gone up a little bit and then come down, break the level, blah, blah, blah. And then, well, the divergence still played out, but it's a little divergence. So when it comes to divergence, and I can show y'all guys like all day long, sometimes divergence is big, sometimes, you know, 20%, sometimes it's 2%. It just depends whether you're using a 4-hour, daily, you know. Of course, on the higher time frames, you don't have so much of the the flipping and flopping when it comes to, daily, weekly. But even on the weekly, I mean, you can have it where we're bullish divergence and it doesn't really move for maybe another couple weeks. And then finally it kind of goes up a little bit and then maybe dumps. Well, there you have some divergence. Or it just kind of goes sideways or it just dumps. And now it's like, oh, well, I guess there's no divergence. We had a fake out on the divergence. So hopefully all that makes sense. All right, moving on. I struggle with seeing divergence. Like I said, divergence, when I first started trading, was supposed to be my golden goose. It was. Divergence will not tell you how much divergence you're going to get. Even on a larger time frame, daily. Let's just go for daily because that's probably the biggest argument. Well, that's because you're on a 15-minute. No, let's say daily. Bullish divergence on a daily, it could give you 12% or it can give you 55%. Same thing with a 15-minute or a 3-minute. You have bullish divergence. Well, it could give you 20% and then continue going up, leading to the larger time frame, big old candle, one of them God candles. So, I mean, I can go on for, I want to say days, but I can go for a long time talking about divergence. Because again, that was my golden goose. No, it doesn't. Let's see here. Joe's the expert when it comes to bearish divorces. Yes. Very true. Skip the divergence show. All right, moving on. Yeah, moving on. Because I'll go on that all day. So here we go. For Crow, we had, when this was popping off, people were saying, Joe, should we short it? I was like, or no, people were saying that they were going to short it. It's like, I don't know. Price was right here. Before any of this price action happened, price was right here. I said, I don't know, because, I mean, could you short right here? Sure, but I mean, we could come down. Let's go 5 minute. Because I normally trade on the 3 minute. Let's just go 3 minute. Okay. Price here. I said, it could come down and come up and then just trick you. Because of the FOMO is still very active. Maybe new YouTubers, or maybe there's more news that's coming out that continues to push this coin up. So entering a short, very high risk. Could you do it? Sure. What if the price comes up here? There's a lot of people that like to short here because it's at the top of the range. It's at the very top. Then that way they can brag to everybody on YouTube and X and everything, saying how great they are. Join their group. They're the absolute best. They called the top, blah, blah, blah. And it comes down, sure. It's just very, very high risk. The reason for it is because it could pull back only to trick people. And then now a new wave of buyers come in because somebody puts out a new video. Oh, look at Crow. It's got this and this and blah, 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 president, et cetera, all these hot words. And then boom, it blasts off. And then you get stopped out. Now, for me personally, if it breaks this level, I can short. What happens? Price is here. I'm thinking price might come down to come up. What happens? Price came down to come up, and now it's kind of doing nothing. It's waiting. It's kind of like just simmering. Is it going to blast off, or maybe come up to here, get rejected again? Now maybe start trading this range, or is it just going to dump? We have a higher chance, potentially, that we dump if, and only if, other people don't continue talking about it. Because as you know, you want to go where the money goes. Price comes down. Me personally, I would short it. And I'm thinking now, Joe, you're looking over here. 50% of this move, what is it? To maybe the golden pocket for my target. Because that's where that's where I would like for it to go. Let's see here. Bounce off the 3-2 beautifully. Beautiful. Came over here. Came down. Okay. So once it comes here, ooh, look at that. The 0.65. I think this is the number, right? Dasty, let me know. I think that's the number. Let me change that. Let me change that color to a lighter yellow. Okay. So it came down here into my golden pocket and into Dasty's golden pocket. And look at that, just beautiful. Just hung out in Dasty's golden pocket. Just hung out. And then let's see here. So what would I have done? I would have shorted here. Target. I don't know if I would have shorted. Because my first target would be like down here. Well, I have to do the risk to reward. Instead of short here. 5%, 6%. Okay, 6%. Yeah, I'll take it. So my stop loss is up here. Ooh. We'll say 7. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to come down. Now, granted, notice what I'm doing. I'm giving you, put a 1 in the guide, put a 1 in the chat, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you're here. Put a 1 in the chat if you're here. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you the thought process as if we were in the moment of the trade versus, because I already know it went up. But I'm giving you what I would have done in the moment, because that's how you make money, in the moment. Not all this retro mentoring that everybody else does. They'll spend 15, 20 minutes on how you could have made money, how you should have made money, how you needed to enter on this low of the range and sell. Get out of here. You don't know. And when you're in the moment, you don't know the outcome, in my opinion. All right, well, moving on. So that is my stop loss right here. My target would be, can I do one here? 7. Yeah, so this would be my first target. And then this would be my second target. And I'm doing a 2x leverage. 3x. I'm pretty sure it's going to come down. However, that FOMO is something else. 2x. Normally, if there was no FOMO, the amount of FOMO that we had, the amount of news that we had coming out for this, if there wasn't that, I'd go like maybe a 3x, maybe a 4, 3x for sure. But because there is FOMO, I'll just do a 2x. Because I don't know if another YouTuber is going to come and pump the group. So I enter the trade. Comes down, starts coming up. Uh-oh. Coming back into this zone. Uh-oh. Comes back, breaks out of the zone. Nah, I'm getting nervous. I'm going to move my stop loss down. Comes and it starts reversing, doing this number. Now I'm getting my stop loss. I don't, if we break this, there's a really high chance I'm going to get stopped out. Very high. So what I'll do now is I'll reduce my 7% to like 3.5. And if it breaks this, I'm cooked. So it comes down looking good. Okay. Looking good. Comes down. Same. Okay, good. Now we're going lower, which is good. And then I'm looking for this rollover right here. This is what I'm looking for. And I actually did a video here, an update. I think it was for my group only, in reference to this, where it could go up. Like we gotta wait and see. And we didn't take this short yet. And we're looking, and here I'm explaining, the whole, pardon my stop loss, what I'm doing right now. Let's see here. Hey, Crypto Changed Me, my friend. Well, buddy, what's going on? So Crypto Changed Me. He actually has he's a YouTuber. Where is it? Over here. He's a YouTuber. Watching his videos, and I'm watching these again, but really great thought process when it comes to it. His viewers are coming up. His memberships are coming up. Let's continue to push. I think this guy's going to be huge. I really do. Really do. I would bet my portfolio on that. This guy, he knows what he's talking about. He's not in it for the money. He knows that people who have groups that, charge to teach people, he knows that they're only making money from people wanting to learn and not from their actual trades. So like for me, I do have a group. However, you don't have to join my group to learn. Like you learn here. You join my group to have access to me. If you want access to me, you join my group. If you don't, come over here. I'll show you how to trade every single day. I'll give you all my tips and tricks, all my secrets, everything. This guy, pretty much the same. He doesn't have a group, but his numbers coming up. I wholeheartedly hope everybody subscribes to him. Let me put his thing in here. This guy's a beast, man. Absolute beast. If you don't know, watch some of his videos. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Let's see here. But yeah, dude's like, he's got it. He's gonna be big. Right now, I only have 2.3. I want to say within maybe, shoot, man, a few months, he'll have 1, and then a few more months, more than likely 2, and then he'll surpass my numbers. So jump on that wagon, guys. He's good. He's good. Let's see here. Let's go back to this. Now coming to over here to this, I'm explaining, you know, as far as thought process and everything. We're not in the trade though, our group, but if, you know, let's say we were a little bit more aggressive, then we might have done this. And we're just waiting, and sure enough, boom, takes off again. Are you kidding me? What? And it breaks this level? Holy smokes. Takes off, takes off, takes off. And then now here's a level. So when did I start watching this again? I think when I saw this and started seeing this, I did this level, and I'm watching for the break of this. Now it barely broke it. So here's another pro tip. We want to short if it breaks this. Man, look at this. Look at all of this that we can get. Oh my gosh. And then if it breaks this, get out of here. However, look at this. Straight down, 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 down. Break barely. I'm not getting in trouble for that. You know, it's just like how y'all have the divergence rules. I have level rules. Like just because it broke it doesn't mean I'm going to enter. And especially if it's just straight down. I want to see down, up, down. Because what that's doing is showing me the strength of the move. It came down and it's like, no, like I'm gonna start going up. I'm gonna fight. And he tries to go up and gets beat down again. It's like, man, you know what? Let me just lick my wounds, go home. And then boom, that's when we make all this money. However, that didn't happen. It bounced here, or it closed here. We're watching it. We're watching it. We're watching for this. This is what we're watching for. See here. Look, I'm looking at, shoot, man. I'm looking at all this move and all this liquidity. Like there's so many people that it's all the, there's so many different words for the same thing. So many different words. And a lot of traders don't like me because I just simplify everything. Here, all this move right here coming down. Now, what I'm thinking might happen is it might pull up to about this level right here. Joe, you're only saying that because you see this. No, this is how I trade. Like, I'm going to leave that there. But let's just see what the 0.5 is. Now, it doesn't have to go to the 0.5. What I want to see, and let's put this on the other side. Let's go to prices to the right. Okay. What I want to see on this bounce, I don't know if this is the pivot point because it could go up and then come down some more, just like how we did here. But so far, this is the pivot. Now, I want to see it go to at least the 382. At least. Goes to the 382. Kind of goes sideways. Where I really want to see it go to is the 0.5. That is like my perfect bounce / retracement. Since we're coming down, I'm looking for a come up here to the 0.5. Beautiful. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I didn't do this beforehand. Beautiful, beautiful. And I want to see it roll over. Lose this level and then tackle this, attack this, and coming down. Now it's telling me, man, it tried, it bounced, got rejected, broke levels to the downside, and now we're coming down. However, we came up to our golden pocket, and then try to pronounce the name correctly. Let me see here. If y'all all put ones, I'd have that information a lot faster. But Dasty, I think it is. I don't see the thing in here anymore. But went right up to Dasty's golden pocket. Right here. For me, this is my golden pocket. Here is Dasty's. Then it came down. Awesome. Coming down here to this, great. Now what I want to see is I want to see 50% of this move, which, you know, that's what we're kind of doing right now. It came up, now it's coming down, and this is about 50% of this move. And now it's coming up. So now what I'm looking for is a lower high to roll over. That's what I'm looking for. So it can break this, so I can, you know, this is a safer entry for a short, but if it were to do a lower high and then come down, then start doing this number, then I could do an aggressive entry to go in. And what happens? It goes up. Okay, well, there goes my short. You know, could I go long right now? Extreme, like the higher it goes, the higher risk you're putting yourself in, because what goes up is gonna come down. It's just a matter of time. It really is. It's a matter of time. Now, does it have to come down all the way? No. It come down, like if you just kind of zoom out and you just look at how much it went up. Where's the price action? You just look at how much it went up. It went up way up here. You know, there's an extremely high chance that it's going to, like, it cannot go up forever. Okay. So now, Joe is hiding a secret Discord server. No, y'all have my stuff in here. Let me see. Oh, thank you, DDT. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, DDT is putting stuff in the Discord, my Discord right now. Let me, DDT, can you, oh wait, I don't know if you're an admin. Are there any admins in here that have my Discord? I'm afraid I'm gonna do something wrong. But I'm gonna go to invite people. And then I'm gonna go to copy. It scares me because it's hidden. And then I copied it and I'm gonna share it. So it scares me. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. Meet Damien, what's up, buddy? So I just put in my Discord, so definitely sign up for it. I do, you know, stuff in there. Nothing compared to my paid group. So just give you a heads up. I'll probably do more stuff in there. And of course, price comes down. So price is going to come down at some point. Price is going to come down at some point. Let's go to the 5 minute. 3 minute. I turn on the 3 minute. Okay. So now, where were we? We're right over here. We'll give you a shout out in just a second. Damien. You're long on Solana. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's some pretty, it's so hard right now trading. It's funny because as soon as I say that, I know there's going to be, oh no, it's not. You should be in my group because I'm the best. Okay, calm down. Calm down. That wasn't an invite. But no, it's difficult. It really is. You know, and right now we can only get what we can get. But some are going good on our longs, like our BNB. But we've been in that for a while now. We're up nicely. Granted, it's come down, but we're still up, so that's good. And then we have a short that we're in, but we've been in that for a while too. And I'm really surprised we haven't been stuffed out yet. So here we go. We're coming up and up. So when do we short? When do we short? We short when we break this level. And then now, I mean, it's kind of like this level now. And then, so this is the safer entry. But as the more we go up, the earlier we can enter the trade and then add to it here. But just depending, like you cannot add to this. Let's say we entered a short. Let's just say we're in the short. Let's say somewhere here, plus or minus, it doesn't matter. But then you see this, and this is the level of a safer entry. You cannot enter here because look, it dumped already. We have to wait because it might retrace and come up or bounce. So there are rules to my pivot system, you know, my level by level system. Then we're waiting to possibly short here. Nothing. Okay, fine. Here we have a very high, the higher it goes, the greater chance of us getting that short. And then here, once we see this, boom, we can short. Now, do we know that the short's going to do this? No, we don't know. The short could just come for this and continue going up. We don't know. And that's what a lot of people that have groups, what they end up doing is they explain stuff based off of what they see. Then they say join their group, or they say how great they are, or they say how humble they are, but they're the best. No, like we don't know what's going to happen. Divergence, indicators, point of control, value area lows, highs, 200 SMA, like all that stuff, the price action could respect it or it could not. It could be that stepdad you know, the moving averages be like, you're not my dad, and then do whatever it wants. Same thing with the point of control. You're not my dad, and then go above it, break below it, it does whatever. Here, same thing. You know, price broke below. Okay, awesome. You know, we're hoping that this ends up happening. So again, with me, what I do is I show you in the moment, which is very different from every man. People spend 15, 20 minutes talking about what already happened, how you could have made money, how you should have done X, Y, and Z. No, tell me right now. Here, into the trade. Hopefully, it comes for this and maybe does something like this. But it could also do this. And once it reverses, like, oh crap. You know, we have this trend line right here. More than likely, here's a level. Here's pretty much like a zone. If we break this zone, chances are we're cooked. And let's just say it does this, boom, and it comes down, and then boom, we're cooked. Because now the FOMO came back, and now everybody's hyping up this coin again. You know, everybody's hyping up Crow. Big YouTubers are talking about Crow, how it's defying the odds, and you know, making all this money, and you know, join in, and because well, they bought way lower, and they want to pump their coin, and then boom, you get stopped out again. So I'm going to go and delete this because I don't want this. Well, this is just training. That's just training. Then price is doing this number. So here, I believe price was here. I think this was on a live stream. Price was here. And I'm saying, you know, could you short? I wouldn't. But if you wanted to come in, it moved a lot already. You could do half here. And then, you know, it might come up to here. And then if it breaks a low, you can do another half or a third, depending on how you're entering. But again, this didn't happen yet. But now this is our pivot. So this would be our last entry. So if you're doing a half, you can do half here, or, you know, half here and then half on the break, or just thirds here, the break of this, you know, you could, which would now, in order to add to our entry, let me click on this, hold down shift. Oops. Click on this, hold down shift. Seriously? Hold down shift. Fine. It doesn't want to do it. I don't know why. Anyway, we need to buy the break of this for the short. Does it happen? Not really, because it just came down. I'm expected to come up to about here to come down. So I have to wait again. That's good. Hey, we got some people joining the group. Hopefully y'all aren't scammers. Just know that I will never reach out to y'all. Give you a heads up. I will never reach out to y'all. But hopefully I didn't get scammers in here. So we'll see. We shall see. Let's see here. So here but we won't add. And then we come up. This is the level we don't want to break. We break this level. Oh crap. Where's my stop loss? Oh my! I set it way up here. That's a lot, but that's above this. Just to give us some breathing room. We get stopped out. But we only did one. We only did half or a third of our entry. That's the biggest part to take away from this. So we only lost a third if we were doing 3 entries, or a half because this other half never came into play. That's huge. This is one thing that I talk about a lot in the group is risk management. I mean, we have multiple entries. We don't just have one. And this would have saved us a lot of money. And then now it's coming up. Okay, so now it breaks this level. If we want, we can do a short again. Let's go. Let's do a short. Oh, head and shoulders too. Let's go. Measure move right to this level. Let's go. And then, of course, now our entry, our target hit. And then this will be our next target, not hit. And then our next target, about here. We barely missed it. I mean, we may have gotten it with the wick, but I doubt it. Then the price continues coming down, and now we hit that entry. Now, for a short, if we're looking at it again, here's our short. And this is Joe, you're a replay millionaire. I lost so much respect for you because I thought you didn't do that. No, this is what I do. You know, I'm looking for these levels. Price, let's just say we see it right here. Okay. If it breaks this, because there's a really high chance. So it's not only level by level, and I'm gonna get to the chat in just a second. It's not only level by level that we're looking at, it's the trend. Not only the trend, but was there hype in the coin? Did the hype finish? You know, did everybody make so much money that now they're just like, okay, well, let me move on to the next one. You know, or are there people like just holding on and like, oh, I'm not going to sell it. This is the best thing ever. And it's going to go to the moon. No. People who have been in this game for a while, they know. And that's one thing that I really like about some of these seasoned traders, where they're like, I don't care what coin it is. ADA, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Sui. I don't care about any of these coins. I'm just in it to make money. And once you realize that, it's all about making money, because these really great projects that you may, you know, whether it's a layer 1, layer 0, layer 2, whatever it is, 7-layer burrito, I don't know. But I'm just saying that if whatever you decide to put your hard-earned money into, and you're like, man, I'm going to stake it, I'm going to support the project, everything. And then guess what? The next year, a newer group or newer project comes out, and they have all these partnerships and everything's fresher, and they have a bigger Telegram group and more people pushing that coin, and it's making them a lot of money. Well, guess what happened to this one that you put your heart and soul in? Well, it's going to get down to the wayside. No one's going to talk about it. It's boring. And sure, they can get, you know, other partnerships and everything else, but then they're kind of old news already. That's what happens. All right. So let me look at the chat really quick. Let's see here. See, K Diggy says, I posted the website to use for Darren's indicators access in Joe's Discord. Thank you. Appreciate you. Also just sent it to Telegram. Oh, okay. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Yeah. I love Telegram, man. I love Telegram so much. I do not like Discord, man. There's so many features that I love on Telegram. One, I can see if you read my message really quick. Two, I can see the times of the last posting and everything. Oh, you can do that too on Discord. Nah, not the same. And I can do audio clips. That's what I love to do. I hate typing, man. I hate typing. I do audio clips, and I can send video. You can send video on Discord too, yeah, but then you got to pay for that extra. Anyway, so going on the list. Meet Damien's in the house. Let's go to Meet Damien. Where are you, my friend? Ooh, here. So we talked about Crypto Change Me. This is I strongly recommend everybody subscribing to him. Please subscribe to him. If you have a channel, please talk about him. This guy, I believe, is going to be bigger than me. I really do. This guy, he knows his stuff, not in it for the money. He has a really clear and easy to understand thought process, and that's the biggest thing. And this guy just started too, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be bigger than me. So definitely get on the bandwagon, check him out, and if you have a YouTube channel, talk about him after you watch his videos. You know, watch if you agree with some of his stuff that he does and how he thinks about stuff. Talk about him on his chat on your channel and push him, because I think this guy's gonna be big. Let's see here. We got Porky as well. Love this guy. Porky is really good. Does a lot of videos, live streams, the whole nine. So let's go Porky. And then we got Meet Damien over here. So Meet Damien, really good as well. I like the fact that he looks at the macro, the bigger picture. There's so many people that just do like the 1 minute, the 5 minutes, like, no, like kind of zoom out. Like, what do you think the bigger picture is? Like, what are we looking at? Like, where are my targets? He does stocks, really good at stocks too. Same thing with Damien. I mean, I do stocks. You give them to me, I do them. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. What's today, Saturday? Okay. Let's see here. What else? That's it. But my buddy, Road Dog. If you say his name 3 times, he shows up. Road Dog, Road Dog, Road Dog. I even close my eyes and everything. So let's go here. This is a really good guy too. Road Dog. Love this dude. Very funny, entertaining. There's times where I just go and I just go and hang out. And for one, I love seeing other people's thought process, and because sometimes they'll do trend lines or something that I did, like divergence or whatever. I was like, you know what? I didn't even see that. Okay, cool. Or maybe the MACD signal lines. I was like, you know what? I didn't even see that. You know, let me start talking about that too. So yeah, he's real good. Let's see here. Solana going sideways. I mean, boring. Yeah. Did we say we're going to see a coin? Crow, we talked about already. We'll probably check out Solana. Long question mark. Let's see here. Crypto Change Me says, Joe, too funny with those group jokes. Me Damon says, weekly bearish divergence on Bitcoin. But that divergence has been with us since March 2024. And this is perfect example of my statement earlier. Perfect. We're already towards the end of 2025 because, oh, well, Joe, that's the weekly, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. But this is a perfect example. I couldn't have set this up better myself. So meet Damien. Hopefully you were in when we're talking about the divergence and everything. That's why you put that in there. If not, this is just perfect. Either way, perfect. Damien says, but we just got a red sell dot on Bitcoin weekly chart. With market cipher B indicator. Whoa. On the weekly. Let's come over here on the weekly. Let's hide everything. Oh man, this looks so bad, guys. And then of course, Piper Academy is the one who first started talking about it as far as an SFP, which is the very top of this wick. And we have another wick. So what this is telling us is that it's selling pressure. And like every time we have that, price comes down. We had it right here. Price came down. This one, we didn't have it. It actually went up. Here did we have one here? I probably have to zoom in. We probably did. And then it went down a little bit. So here we had another one, and man, and that everybody shooting for 101. Everybody shooting for 101. Could it go lower? Sure, of course. It can do whatever it wants. But it's not looking good. And then now we have a red sell dot. Now it could change, but currently, red sell dot on market cipher B. Thank you, Damien. Appreciate you, man, for that. Lots of scary signs for Bitcoin these past couple of weeks. Yep. Very true. Very true. Oh, and there was a bearish weekly MACD cross. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, so here, let's go ahead and click on this. Yep, right there. Crypto Change Me. Nailed it. Bitcoin, crypto, what happened? You were supposed to, it's funny. I always say this. Right now, last quarter of the year, we're approaching it. I'm supposed to be picking out the color of my Lambo. Lambo, what color? Pearl white, green, hunter green, like what color? Black? Should I get it wrapped? Instead, I'm like, oh man, this darn wrapper for this ramen. The only thing I'm choosing now is between shrimp and chicken and beef instead of Lambo colors. Yeah. Like crypto, what happened? We got Sin in the house. Let's look at Arrow. Thank you, Arrow. I do love me some Arrow. Were we in Arrow? I've been looking at it. Yeah, Road Dog has great thumbnails for his videos. Yeah, thirst traps, big time. And it's funny too on your, was it yesterday or the last stream I saw where you were saying that your audience on TikTok, this is big on TikTok. You were saying, yeah, everybody's saying that it's thirst traps. Like, yep. Coming crazy, but pith for long, Ooh, looking sexy. Okay, now we're getting some alpha in here, guys. So we have arrow, not sure which direction, but we'll check that out. Soul for a long and pith for a long as well. All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work. All right, so let's put this back on. Let's go back to the, I like 4 hour, 4 hour and 1 hour. 1 hour, I like to trade it. 4 hour, just kind of get, you know, bigger picture. But let's come back over here to this and let us look at Solana really quick. Here's my Sol chart. Oh, we actually got stopped out in Sol. Man, barely with this wick. Barely. We were in a long, way up here, you know, thinking that it may come down. We're going to add to our entry. Came down even lower. This was our lower entry. We're thinking we're going to bounce. This is our bounce zone. We're thinking we're going to bounce. And of course, all this is done at, you know, way up here. And then we did come up. We started doing nicely, but not enough to take profit, though. And then we broke this level. Uh-oh, crap. Market's not looking great. You know what, guys? Let's move up our stop loss. We actually moved up our stop. This is our, this is what we lost, 1%. And then our leverage. So if we did a 2x, then 2% of one entry. No, two entries, because we have both. But I got this and I moved it down a little bit because our stop loss was here. It's just to set an alert. Stop loss was here and it barely got us. Like, dang you. This is an alert just to, well, let me change the alert name. Let me do this. Set alert. Because we were in this one. For a long though. I mean, it's coming to my bounce. Well, no, because now this all changes. And here I'm looking like for a potential short. You know, I'd say, hey, if we get stopped out, more than likely we'll go to short just because the market's not looking great, et cetera, et cetera. And this was just drawing it out. I did a little video for, and you know, we'll come after this, maybe come after this. Possible, you know, nothing's a definite. But man, I don't know about a long. To me, this one's like, and I can see it, you know, hoping for that bounce. To me, too high of a risk of a trade. Now, if it breaks this level, then of course, yes. You know, if it does something like this, where it comes up here, comes down, comes up, breaks this level, yes. And for me, like, I don't like catching the bottoms or the tops. I like doing it safer. Now, granted, if we were in a very bullish, which we haven't been, good Lord, last year, we were in like a bullish state to where we have this pullback. Let's go. Let's enter right now. Let's go. But because of the way the current market is, and I see a lot of traders, they'll enter this and they win. But it's like, it's too risky for me because it can easily do that. Where it goes up, oh, cool, and then boop, and then, oh, lower lows, lower highs. So, for me, this isn't too risky. Let's come back over here. Let's go to arrow. Do I have arrow up here too? I don't see arrow. Let's go arrow drone finance. Arrow drone. Yeah, this is the one that we entered. Just really quick. This is the one that we entered. It broke this. This is a higher risk trade. It's the yellow circles. This is the VIP chart. Yellow circles are very high risk. Hey, we got Steve in the house. What's up, Steve? And higher risk, safer entry. You know, and then of course, you know, prices here, I'm saying it might do something like this or come down. The whole time we're moving our stop loss, the whole nine. Because we started coming up, it looked like the market was going to reverse on us. It's like, hey, take some profit. Take some profit. Then here, the market's kind of doing this number. Our target's right here. The price may have been like right here. So like, you know what? Let's take some profits again. Even though we're close to our target, let's take some profits again, just in case because how many times does that happen? Where you see it really close to your target and you're, I'm going to wait. And then it just goes like, no. I was right there. Take profit. Take profit. So take profit. Boom. Our target hit again. Then We're looking at this here, and we're moving our stop loss. Look, our stop loss is here, then here. It's all in the group. Here, here, here. And then, you know, here, took profits. And then now we have our stop loss here. And this was, I think, like a 2x leverage. And that's it. But I'm surprised we can get stopped out on this one. Like, there was like twice that I thought we were going to get stopped out. But for Aerodrome Finance, I like Velodrome. Aerodrome should be somewhere up here. I thought Aerodrome would be higher up. Did I skip it? Aerodrome. See Velo. I guess I'm going to type it in. Maybe I don't have it. So Aerodrome Finance. Oh, so long-term hold. That's why. Okay, so let me get out of this. I don't want y'all. I don't want y'all seeing that. Open anyway. Let's go Aerodrome. That's for the VIP eyes only. See here. Let's go to a daily. Now this is for the YouTube. Price was here. Now I'm thinking we're going to come down here and then potentially come up here, then do this number. That's what I'm thinking. Sure enough, price went up a little bit more, then came right into our little zone, came down right to the area where I thought it might go. Again, sometimes I draw these and man, I'm spot on. Sometimes I'm way off. And then boom, moon mission. Okay, nice. So let's go ahead and delete this. 12 drawings, get out of here. Let's look at this really quick. I knew it. I knew it. Man, I should put the soundtrack, but y'all can't hear this. Can y'all hear that? Y'all can't hear it. Oh, no, wait, I do have the sound. No, I do. Okay, here. Hold on. I went like this. Man, if you say Road Dog, because I gave you a shout out. If you say Road Dog's name 3 times, he comes to the show, and I close my eyes and I said, Road Dog, Road Dog, Road Dog. And then look what happened. You're here. I love it. I love it. I told you. So good. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. On the daily, looking good. Coming down. Okay. Looks like it wants to bounce. Who did okay, arrow, no direction on arrow. To me, I think it looks like it wants to bounce. I do. I think it wants to bounce. Let's do our fib retracement. And let's go from the absolute low to the high. And right now we're breaking the 0.5 level. It may go into my zone or Dasty's golden pocket, which I believe is a 0.65. I think that's what his level is. So it might come into here. But for me personally, I think it's looking good. We do have bullish divergence. Now, granted, notice I do see this stuff, but I don't do my trades based off of it. We have a low, lower low. Oh, no bullish divergence. Never mind. Joe, you don't know what bullish divergence is. Okay, fine. Still learning. No, I know what it is. We got bullish divergence now, Joe. We have a low, higher low. We have a low and a lower low. Bullish divergence, boom, mic drop. Okay. So we have bullish divergence. Does that mean it's going to go up? Nope. Why not? Well, price could do this. Well, actually, I think it'll do this. It'll come up to here. Maybe here to here to here. Because of the market cap, it's not like a huge market cap. What's the market cap on Aerodrome? I always think it's really small, but it might be like 1.3 million. I think it is. Aerodrome Finance. Oh, it's down to 1 billion. Yeah. I would always think that it's like really small and everything, but then Every time I look at it, it's like, oh no, it's 1.3 billion. Like, oh, never mind. Okay. So it's, I guess the right one, yeah. Okay. So this is what I think might happen just because this came down. But Joe, there's bullish divergence. Okay, fine. You say bullish divergence, I say it's the law of price. The law of price. Could it come down even further? Sure. And then what? Well, now your divergence didn't play out. Joe, you being mean? No, just showing you. Let's see here. I like it. I like aerodrome. For me personally, I would need it to break this level. So we'll do this in white. We're also going to send an alert on this. So potentially add. Now I'll put my alert above this wick. So the alert will be at 1.1894. We're going to do a 1 hour candle. We should do a 4. We'll do a 4. The 4 hour candle needs to be above or close above 1.1639. If the 4 hour candle does not close after the alert goes off, does not close above the level we just mentioned, 1.1639, not a good entry. Not financial advice, but I would strongly not enter this coin personally because, well, there's a good chance that we may keep on coming down. But here's the rule. Like there's steps to this. And again, we have to have rules. The alert must go off first. Then, once the alert goes off first, we have to check to make sure that the 4 hour candle closes above this level that we just mentioned. However, we cannot have where it can't, like, let's just say price does this for whatever reason. Let's just hypothetically say it goes this, and then it does one candle like this. Are we going to enter because our alert went off and it closed right here? No. Why? Because, well, it has a really high chance of coming back down here, about 50% of this move. So now we move our alert, we wait, and then now once it breaks up again, boom, let's go. So this again, just explaining. But I like it though. I have my alert. Could I enter here for a long? Sure. But can I do a short? Ah, man, it already came down a lot. I look for another coin. Because, I mean, if I'm looking for a short, well, then I really wanted to come to, because I'm looking at the bigger picture. I really wanted to come like 50% of this move to come up here to hopefully get rejected and then start breaking a low. Now, let's see if we can continue coming down. Hopefully all that makes sense. Let me bring back up the chat. Let's bring up the chat. You guys are great. I love you guys. Hoping for a sunny dump. There you go. There you go. Me Damon says, Road Dogs, are any of the girls in your thumbnails? That's funny. You're funny. There he is, the turkey. That's funny. Now let's look at Pith for a potential long. Let's look at this one. So again, this one we have our setup. Alert goes off. 4 hour candle needs to close above this level. If so, we get into the trade. If not, we wait. That's what I do. I do a lot of waiting. And when the trades are ready, they come to me. I'm not chasing these trades. They come to me. And then normally when we enter the trades, they move. You know, I'm not entering the trade and then, you know, doing this sideways stuff. It's like, oh, come on. And then sometimes we do. Not too often, but sometimes we'll enter a trade and we got to wait. It's like, come on. What happened? You were moving. Or it'll move the other direction and stop us. I was like, really? But our stops sometimes are like really, really tight. Really tight. Again, it's all about just risk management. All right, so let's look at Pith. This is going to be the last one, even though I would love to do this all day long. It's going to be the last one. I really would. Ooh, for a long? I'm looking for a bounce. So this one too had the news in reference to, I forgot what news it was. It's big news though. About 2 days ago, I guess. So a couple things that we go and watch. Oh, we were looking over here. So when it had this run up, we're looking for a short here. We were doing it on a small time frame. Short here, and then more than likely, oh, that's right. I remember this one. I don't know if I can go to it. That way I can explain it. Okay. So here we're looking at this one. It had a really nice run up. We had this level already. I'm thinking maybe it was a 5 minute, but that's okay. Like, you know what? We can, on the YouTube, we can probably short. Well, we could short here. This was a setup. We can short here. And then doing this number, this would be safer, blah, blah. Then some time passed and I was like, oh yeah, I remember doing this. So then I posted this for, I think the group, but it wasn't an official setup. It was just, this is what I did on YouTube. It already moved too much for me personally, but if you want, you can do aggressive entry here. I'm thinking it'll, go up, come down. It went up barely, well, to the level I thought it was going to, but after, or rather it went up first before going down. I thought it was going to go down, then maybe come up. But this is the level that I thought it was going to go to. But it went up, down, and then once it broke this level, not too sure on this. And then started doing this number. And then it did come down, hit all those. Did we get stopped out? No, I don't see a stop loss on this one. I don't think so. I might have talked about a stop loss. I don't remember. I might have deleted it. I don't remember. But the price is here now. And I'm thinking, okay, we might come up to about here, come down, come up, and then come down. This is because I'm looking for the short. Price ended up coming up to here, coming down, coming up. Once we broke this level, then, and actually the zone. Joe, are you doing hindsight hustling again? Calm down, calm down. No. Here's the zone that we don't want it to break. We're thinking short. We're thinking short because it already pumped. Comes right here. And then sure enough, it broke this. Okay. Now let's go long. Let's see what happens. Go long. Came up here. If we hit our target, great. If not, we probably got maybe stopped. Well, we got stopped out. I don't know what the target. No, we got stopped out. Yeah, it's only 2%. Yeah, we got stopped out. More than likely our stop loss was somewhere down here and we got stopped out. So now, now let's look. Man, it came down pretty significantly. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, so let's delete all this. 16 drawings, get out of here. 4 hour time frame. Now there is bullish news on this. Let's see here. Melissa says, Joe and Road Dog, what do you guys use to make the cool thumbnails? For me, I've been using Grok. For Grok, it's a hit and miss. It really is. Sometimes I'll be there for like 30 minutes. I was like, you know what? Let me just use an old thumbnail because I'm explaining to Grok what I want. And I'm probably not explaining what I want correctly. And so I'll use the image from there and then I'll just put text over it. But I'm not sure what anybody else uses though. Let's see here. For this, let's go here to this right here. Let's go from the absolute low to the high. Past the 382. Normally, they look really cool. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate you. Normally, I would be looking for a short on this. Normally. However, because of the news, and it's very bullish news, I would have to agree with crypto changed me. Joe, are you questioning that? No, just making sure that that was the crypto changed me. Yeah. I'd have to agree. I would maybe look for a, man, like, well, what's the percentage difference? And that's another thing too, percentage difference from here to here, 5%, 15. Okay. So this to me, very bullish, extremely bullish. And here's a method that you can do is you can actually enter in, let's go 1 hour. just so we can see more of this. Candles are getting kind of weak, but I mean, it is the weekend. What I would recommend, again, not financial advice, but I would recommend depending on how you're going to trade this. Is this going to be just a regular trade or kind of a 2-month investment? But if you're going to trade this, I would wait for something like this. Then you could enter here. If this is kind of like just going to be a 2-month investment, and let me change this to white. If you were going to do this as a 2-month investment, well, then I would enter here, and blue is for my entries. If this is a 2-month investment, and then I would do a lower entry. I make it worthwhile. So about 14% Alt J, and this is going to be our lower entry, and this is for our 2-month hold. 2-month hold. Okay. And just for giggles, just for giggles, I seriously doubt it'll come down here. Seriously. But if it does, you will be lucky to get it at about a 27% discount. Oh, dang it. Let me click this one. Let me click this. Hold down Control. Click again. Click and drag. And boom. And then might hit. Might. I don't think it will, but it might. Okay. So that's what I would do. If this is going to be a 2-month hold, because it has bullish news, like very bullish, and I don't see this one going below, 10 cents again. I really don't. Could it? Sure. Anything can happen. But yeah, that's what I do on Pith. Very bullish. All right, guys. Any other questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know. Man, I was jamming out to some of my songs today. I was jamming out to some of my songs that I had on my other computer that I haven't heard in a long, long time. And I was like, ooh, I forgot I made that song. It's a lot of good songs. But, I forgot to put the soundtrack on this one. Dang it. Well, I might have it tomorrow. I'm not too sure. But I'll give you all 1 more minute. Give you 1 minute to see if there's any questions, comments, concerns, issues. If not, then that will be the show. I don't know where my count. There it is. Oh, I got to move it too. Oh, not that. Nope, not that. I got to lock it. There we go. Okay, lock the border for sure. Oh yeah, so definitely guys, check me out every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. We go over coins, we go over Bitcoin, we go over the market, we go over the psychological part of trading. That is the most important part when it comes to the emotions, fear, greed, anxiety. And you can have depression, you can have doubts. Like there's so many, they're better than me because, they're always posting all these gains. Well, just know that most people don't post their losses. So they may have lost 10 times before they posted that one really nice gain. So just to let you know, just be very careful. All right, well, that's it for me, guys. I do thank you very much. Either y'all are really slow typers or y'all have nothing to say. If you are in here, definitely put a 1 in the chat. And I do thank you. I don't think anybody is streaming right now. Let me just double check. Really, really quick. Anybody streaming? Redirect. Over here. Checking. No. I don't think anybody's streaming. Okay. Well, it was good. I had a great time. I think it was a great show. I had a great time, guys. Y'all made it very, very entertaining, very fun. DDT, please make that video in reference to, and I got to check the Discord, but please make that video in reference to the divergence, because that I think will help out a lot of traders, and especially a trader that is so focused and that's only because I've done it. I've back tested it thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. But now if there's something that I did not test or whatever, that I'm so honed in on, it doesn't work. And you know it does, and you have proof and, you know, strategies and everything, then definitely I'm very interested in seeing that video. All right, that's all I got, guys. I do thank you very much. You guys are the absolute best. Oh, crap. My chat wasn't moving. So let me catch up on the chat really quick. Sorry, that's weird. See here, hoping, okay, so I saw that one. Okay. Yes, definitely see tomorrow. Ones, okay. Nobody streams on the weekends, okay. Okay. Yes, I am a super slow typer and nothing to say. Okay, good. All right, guys. So I do thank you guys very much. Let me go ahead and do the fading out of the camera. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you on the next video. Remember, don't feel like you have to be in a trade all the time. And, you know, it's going to get much easier with these gains. If you're having problems now, don't worry, you're in good hands. There's a lot of great, you know, YouTubers out there that want to help you. And it's not just, oh, I'll help you, but you have to pay me. You know, seeing those people, but there's a lot of them I'll see, they're like, oh, well, the stuff what I do is not this easy. Like, join my group, pay me. It's like, oh, you're already making money, dude. Like, you have a lot of money. Why do you need more? Like, how much is enough, really? But I really do thank you guys very much. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.